How juiced, how fired up are you for this game on Sunday?
Losing a lot of sleep over it, I'll tell you that. Just, going out, we make the most of this game, Sunday afternoon, Mercedes Benz in Atlanta, quality SEC opponent. You couldn't get bigger than this. So we're all excited. We're all juiced up to go out there.
What was that uniform reveal like
Oh
at
my
Waffle
God.
House?
It's something that definitely I'm going to remember for a long time. I was excited when we found out we was wearing orange because of last year's game in Boston College. It was, a great experience. So we're just definitely excited for this game, especially wearing orange. And we need all the Hokies out there wearing orange as well. So
Are you a big Waffle House guy anyway?
yeah,
So like it would be,
before that I was.
so what you and Kamari, just to do that, how cool is it? And I guess like wearing a tech uniform in Waffle House, like that's probably pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll go into a little bit about that. I mean, when they called me and Kamari to do it, they knew they put the best two to go out there and do it just because of the relationship that we have and stuff. We had a lot of fun doing it as far as, going into Waffle House, seeing all those customers and stuff, seeing guys in tech uniforms. So it was a great experience and stuff. I know we made a lot of people happy that day, so.
You talk about how good South Carolina is. They got a lot of playmakers everywhere.
Yes, sir.
When you watch that film, what jumps off the page to you?
That quarterback number 16, he's a dude, he's a playmaker that can make, plays all around the football field. So, we are going to have our hands full, but it's always going to start with this week preparation and stuff. I always tell my guys that, your belief comes from your preparation and your daily habits, and that's what we're going to work on starting this week.
And Kelvin, on a serious note, with the captain, with Caleb, the situation he had over the weekend, what's been your message to him? What's been the message to your teammates about everything that happened and trying to focus on the game on Sunday?
Yeah, so Seawood, of course, like he's my brother on this team, one of the few guys that I coming into Tech that I started to hang out with. And, my message was to him that, the journey that we're about to go on and stuff, we're going to have more distractions, more adversity coming our way. But I did tell him that, something good comes out of every situation. And regardless of he's able to play or not, the stuff, that you make sure that you're ready. And like I told the team, keep the main thing. And that's going into South Carolina and coming out with a victory stuff.
As a defensive captain, how much do you need to make sure everyone's still, bought in, cohesive, even with all the outside noise?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's easy to look at, all the noise that's out there, all the comments the fans say. But in my opinion, like I just said, you have to keep the main thing, and focus on what are we about to do this season. So, I mean, I tell these guys, you have to be at least mentally tough enough to not look at that stuff and not to focus on that stuff and to really buy into what we're about to do this coming up weekend.
Kelvin, this is our first time getting a look at the depth chart here. There are 14 defensive linemen listed on that. Is that going to speak to the depth in that room? Do you think that many guys can contribute on Sunday?
100%. This defensive line that we're going to put out this Sunday is a deep defensive line group. So we're excited to play as much guys that Coach Price always said if guys deserve to play in that game, he will play those guys. And we had a tremendous going into camp, seeing all these guys, seeing different ability that these guys can do. So it's going to be exciting when you see a bunch of guys rolling in and out and stuff where there's no drop-off at all.
I was going to ask, how much does that help in terms of energy where, you can go a couple plays, somebody else can come in and catch a breather?
It helps a lot. And my message to this defensive line is that my vision for a defensive line in college football to be the best is everybody's having plays, everybody's making sacks. It's not just one or two guys. It's everyone around the room that's contributing to this game. So that's been my whole message to this team is that everyone get ready for a good, amount of snaps because we're all going to need it.
Christian Evans, true freshman, he's listed in the two deep. What has he done to impress you being only a freshman?
Yeah, just showing up day in and day on, just really getting better on his technique. And the guys like me, the guys on the front row, we get excited about seeing stuff like that. Seeing a young guy or a freshman, go in and just, taking the coaching, taking the hard coaching. Because Coach Price, he's going to give you the tough coaching. And that just really speaks volume to the character that he has and the player that he's going to be one day.
Knowledge and JoJo are two other freshmen listed in the two deep. Have they done anything, made any plays that have kind of wowed you and made you go, man, these guys are going to be ready when their moment comes?
Yeah, I spoke a little bit about that in the spring, after the spring cap, how much, how much talent those guys, how much confidence those guys play with. I'm extremely excited about JoJo Krim knowledge because those guys for a freshman have a lot of confidence coming into this game. So I'm excited what they're going to do this upcoming weekend.
I know you and Kamari were together doing that Waffle House thing. How tight have you guys become in the lead up to the season?
Extremely tight. I mean, we sit together in meetings. We sit together in team meetings. He's the guy that I call him when I need something. We're going back and forth just discussing our assets and liabilities that we have, our strengths and our weaknesses. So, we came into Tech together. We was on the same official visit together. So I'm just extremely excited for what he's about to do because we all know that the season that he had last year didn't go his way, but he's a guy that has a chip on his shoulder this season. I'm so extremely excited what he's about to produce this upcoming weekend.
Yeah, I was going to say, there seems to be a sentiment that there's something bubbling there that's going to be unleashed here this season. Do you see that breakout potential coming from him?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we all come from different backgrounds. We all come from different journeys, different trials and tribulations, but you have to use that as motivation when you come in, and when your opportunity comes, you got to make the most of that moment.
And the Waffle House thing, did you get to partake in the Waffle House afterwards, or there was just like photo shoots?
So when we were taking the video, they was like, pour all the syrup you got on it. It was like you could eat it afterwards. So we were like, we're not eating that. So, but it was a good deal all around.
Back in the room, bro.
That video was cool. Shout out to the director of that one. That was sick.
Yeah.
Defensively, what is the plan of attack considering Lenore and just how versatile of a quarterback he is?
Definitely, he's the guy that's just going to control, how we're going to attack him. I mean, the one thing that we have to do is cage him up front. That's going to be a big emphasis coming up, caging this guy, not letting him out the pocket. But I have true confidence in this team that we're able to get this job done this upcoming Sunday.
Stay in the back with Miriam.
KG, I mean, last season you guys had high expectations. This year, going into that higher expectations as well. We know we saw the offense always had a little slow start, but then they found the way. But we all know defense wins games. Just talking about what your expectation, being a leader, being a part of a big game going up against a big team that's nationally ranked.
Yeah, so going back to last season, I mean, we had all the hype, all the aspirations and stuff. And a part of me was like, okay, could this be a problem for us, especially going into these big games, like feeling yourself that type? This season is the complete opposite. I mean, you look on Twitter, you'll just find out, what they think about the Virginia Tech Hokies. But me personally, that's what I want. I want guys to underestimate us. I want people to, look over us and stuff, or be the underdogs, because that's where I feel like we shine the most. You look at that Miami game, I mean, I had so many texts, so many guys, so y'all going to get beat out by 40. I mean, I don't believe that so at all. So, I mean, that's just the confidence, and the confidence comes from your preparation. So it's going to take, a hard week of practice, but we're going to be ready for this game.
Last one, Dave. You talk about being ready for this game, talking about caging him. To compare the where you guys are in terms of preparation and readiness for South Carolina, when you think back to last year, the opener, some people have said maybe, like Kyron said, maybe we weren't as prepared as we could have been. You feel like you guys are in a much better position heading into this one, especially using last year as motivation?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the coaches, they're going to teach us the X's and the O's, but it's up to the leaders, it's up to the captains to get these guys ready mentally. And that's something that I'm going to make sure I deliver this week 100% for us, that guys, that we're really getting ready for a fourth quarter fist fight with these guys. And I told the guys this: if you're not ready for the big-time moments, you're not ready for the big-time games, just stay here, because we need 22 guys on that field that are ready to take action every play.
Thanks, KG.
Thank you.